Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we're pleased to bring you another Minish Cap Randomizer weekly. We're having a little intermission in between the ending of Swiss and the beginning of Brackets. And today in commentary I have with me iBot and Goldfish. How you doing today, gentlemen?
Hello.
Good evening.
So it looks like we should be off. So I will let you to it. So thank you so much.
Yeah, so weekly race today, which means that unlike the 21s, it does have traps in it, which, from what they said in the race room before, would have surprised some runners if someone didn't point it out.
I mean, I could believe it. With the tournament, all four of these runners were in the tournament. Two of them made it to brackets. You know, you play your tournament matches and you're practicing on tournament settings, you're just not used to traps being a thing.
Yeah, I had the opposite problem recently where I was, did one casual race and then, comps on a weekly, and after that I was just expecting every item to be a fake even though it wasn't a seed with traps.
Oh, we got an Elven
We
check
did
already
have a
from
very quick map
TDH.
check there.
No kinstones.
No kinstones, that's a nice one. Well, no kinstones, except if there are items behind them.
Well, yes. Also, early boots is
Starting
really
with
nice.
bottle and boots. That's not a usual start. This is a Johnny seed.
Yep.
No idea how those are in general. Yeah, Henry's will rush Palace if he gets a chance, but he might not get the chance. Bottle doesn't open anything at out of 2-0. Boots do give 2 checks in courtyard.
Yep.
That's it, right? That's everything they can get without
currently,
breaking
yes.
trees.
Yes, but I mean, you always take boots early because it just makes movement so much quicker.
Oh yeah, no, the boots early are quite nice. And with Crypt being an element, you will need boots in the seed, so
Yep.
just having them when they don't open much is nice, because all the boots checks that you would usually leave behind and have to go back to, you can just get on the way then with
Yep.
boots early. So does still mean that they are still looking for something to break trees and get them anywhere useful, though.
Okay, we saw everything in town. I think we saw all the free signs peak too, and I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything that was important on Stockwell or the free selling in Carlos House.
Yep.
Figurine House. But yeah. Now all the runners did arrive at their Tingle trees, so
Yeah, currently they're all stacked up because there's nothing that opens up the seed yet. Once that happens, I'd expect some divergence of different...
I mean, once they find something
Poisons.
that will probably just lead to the South Field Ruby Cave, which I wouldn't expect much divergence in going through there. I guess there
Well,
can be a bit
kinda like
depending on
after the
whether
Ruby
they
Cave
put
is when you'll
all
see-
courtyard. But after that, yeah.
Okay, there's a
cane. That does not give access to the South Field Ruby Cave. It does give access to a few more checks in town, though.
Yes, a decent amount in town, actually.
Yeah, 2 at the school and then a good chunk at the front Minish checks, especially with that bottle, which does give them access to 1 check in the fountain.
Yeah, you can also do Karlov now, because we have access to the left side.
Yes, that is the fastest check probably of once in town. Up there with school.
I mean, when I have Kane, I don't find the Minish loop to be too slow, and it's 3 checks.
Oh yeah, no, but Kane is the one way to get that done quickly.
Yep. Okay, it's either behind Kane or these boots checks in courtyard.
And before we found the cane, I was convinced that something would be on those boots checks, but when we found the cane. Gonna guess bakery attic. But yeah, a few of the town checks have had items more commonly than you might think, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
school has always been one of those locations that you just check when you get access to it, and Stockware Attic and Bakery Attic have liked to have items recently.
I mean,
So
but
yeah,
I
I
can't
think
have the
behind the
cane
boots.
this time. They've liked to have items, but it's often been the cane in my experience, which is rather annoying.
Can't say I've had the same experience with those. So it looks like Hendris did set up the save scum for the courtyard.
Yeah. That doesn't
You
surprise
see
me.
here how it does
Hendris,
save a bit of time.
yep, it saves a little bit of time, and Hendris is a runner that loves to save scum stuff.
I mean, the save scum's just, like, as you get more experience with the game, it's just more of a thing you just do, because it does just save time and it's not
Yep.
hard to do. It just requires a bit of planning ahead.
Second bottle.
Second bottle at the school doesn't open anything, but nice to have. Whereas Sean did rush that Stockware Attic here. And finds a
Kinstone.
Kingston piece for Cloud Tops.
That still opens up nothing.
No, we're still looking for some way to further make further progress here. Did see just 5 bombs on the visible item behind the foresword in the school garden, so that's not something that's going to interest him either. And Sean is now arriving at the bakery attic, so... Just a heart container. So there's the hearth back door, Karlov, and 1 chicken fountain left.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Oh,
there it is.
What a nice start to siege.
There it is. Bomb bag.
Bomb bag does open a few things.
It opens up a lot of things.
But yes. So they're going to start with the South Field Cave. And after that I think you just go to Minish Loop. Yeah, Bomb
Yep.
bag, like, Bomb bag opens a lot of things. Notably, not one of them is Tribby, so you can't go to Brenner's, which would be like the other option, I guess.
Yep. I mean, that access could easily just be in the Link's puddle.
Yeah, it looks like Sean's actually taking the North Higher Field. Hard piece in the cave here. Interesting. I guess he had a quick op at North of Town.
Yeah, he never set the quick warp on the south.
But yeah, Ghost
Okay.
Sword, another bomb bag, Graveyard Key, and a book. No deep access, but it would be a nice play once they do get access.
Yeah.
Does that change how you route Minish Woods? Because the usual thing in this situation would be to just reverse through it. But then if you end up finding the Jabbernet or Flippers later through that loop...
I would
Gets a bit
still go
awkward.
reverse. If you find the other one, you could always just then go back. I mean, yeah, the boots is pretty quick.
Yeah, I guess you have your quick bob at the exit from Minish Woods in that case.
Yeah.
Do you do Orphan Fairy first?
I would do Orphan Fairy. I'd do what Sean's doing right now and do Orphan Fairy after the loop.
Okay.
Because after
So,
the plan to
if
go
it-
up north
if
to
it-
Longmon.
Ends up being a Jabbernet and Orphan Fairy, you just take the time loss of having to go back to...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's one scenario, that's like... There's a lot of other options. There's a white sword in the Keys Cave. Hendris doing an early dip into Simons. Not something I would have expected, but We'll see if it pays off.
I mean, it's a play to try and...
Yeah, Luna
Find
is
an
taking that Gustra straight to Outman Myth. Simon didn't have anything important. Outman
Wait,
Myth
did everyone
just
else
giving you-
skip Old Man Myth when getting the Gustra right there?
I don't think anyone else did it yet, no.
That's curious.
I mean, you've got other options. Like, you got other things in your mind. But yes, it is. Did Henrys do it? Okay.
Okay.
You already have the red book, Sean. That's not real. Yeah, Sean did realize that that is a duplicate book. Harrow does not have such things. And TDH did go to Orphan Trade first, before heading towards... Well, looks like he is also doing London. Doesn't find anything at either of those locations, though. Sean did go through Minish Village, didn't find anything there yet.
Well, I think TDH has already done the loop.
Wait, did
He was in Minish Woods.
Huh.
I think he did the forward loop instead of the reverse loop.
Did he... But he didn't do the full loop, right?
He might
He
have.
may have dipped
Oh,
in, but...
he might have quick warped before the village, but I think he did everything else.
Okay. So he's trying to do as many checks as possible in the hopes of
He's looking for
finding a
Deepwood
way
access.
into Deepwood, I guess?
Yeah.
Probably.
He wants to save the Minish Village for Deepwood and is hoping to find access.
Yeah, which Minish Village didn't have anything, so that'll work out.
Minish Woods has had nothing.
Yeah. What do we have other than that? Swiftblade? And still the fountain? How is it done to that few checks already again? There's 3 checks on Swiftblade. I don't think we have seen any of those.
Yeah, there's 3 when we haven't even seen the first.
And there's 1 check in fountain still. Okay, TH is now going into Minish Woods from the south entrance. But yeah, mostly everyone's just doing things that others have already done. And you can only think of 4 more checks, 3 of which had Swiftblade and 1's in fountain.
Well, that was a scroll in Southvale Falls.
There was Rockbreaker, I think.
Okay. So that's not
At least I
important. so
remember
we checked up.
TDH, I think, picking up Rockbreaker.
Yeah, TDH picked
So-
it up. I just missed it.
Yeah,
when
and
he did,
I think when TDH picked it up, I saw it was Rockbreaker. So, nice to have, but not anything immediately useful.
Yeah, like if it was spin, that open up checks.
Oh, it was spin that would open up Krenner.
Yeah.
It's a lot of checks. Like at that point, they can go for PK of Flames.
That's right, they can.
Yeah,
They have an early cane. I'm not used
they
to
have early
having
cane,
things
they
like
have a
this.
bottle, they have bombs. They don't need anything else.
Nope.
Like, and trivia access, which I don't have. But yeah, TDH now adds Swiftblade. It's probably going to find something here.
So he gives you flippers. Where do you go first, Cradle or to
Fountain.
Deepwood? Fountain.
And then Deepwood.
Okay, you go Deepwood instead of going up Cradle.
Do the South Harrowfield Minish Cave and then take it over to Minchwood's Flippers Caves and Deepwood. And then probably Dip Lake.
How are you getting to Lake?
Hmm?
How are you
Not
getting
Lake,
to Lake?
sorry. Like, go up into North
Yeah.
Minchwood, get that butterfly, get Gorons. Not
Yep.
Lake, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. That was a scroll.
If the age is using Old Record, then it wasn't a vanilla spin, but he is... Okay, it may be... What? It
It's
was
a
a spin attack on Swiftblade.
French vanilla spin.
So yeah, like we said, that does open up all of Cave of Flames. And like all the attacks on the way together. Which I think the only thing that could get you away from there at that point is an early red sword on the way. Otherwise I think you're just sticking around and clearing Cave
Yeah.
of Flames, right?
Yeah, and I think the only reason that Red Sword wouldn't put you there is
I guess if you
the
find
hope
like
of a cave.
Flippers and Ocarina, you dip out and go do other stuff with that. Maybe.
2 traps in the fairy fountain.
Yeah, not an early 4th bomb back.
Oh, Hendrix did the school basement.
Yeah, we had seen that before.
Okay.
But yeah, both Sean and Hendrix now at Swiftblade. Have we actually seen Karlov yet?
Don't think so.
Okay, that's one I would have liked to see before this, but...
I mean, if you get the spin here, I wouldn't mind seeing set the quick warp point and Trilby run grab Karlov quick, then quick warp to Trilby.
Yeah, that would also make sense.
That seems like it'd be a good way to route it in. Okay. Sean did the thing.
Sean did the thing?
He checks Karlov.
Oh, what did I have? Sorry, my...
Grip ring.
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah!
I did mention I would have liked to see Karlov before this point, didn't I? Yeah. Turns out
So
that's a
how
pretty
much
good idea.
is TDH going to be kicking himself for skipping that?
Oh yeah, you do want to like have done that before going to Krenner. Is Hendrix doing the
Hendrix?
fountain play? Hendrix did get that grip ring, but
Yeah, it shows on
he's
his
doing the
tracker.
fountain play.
Okay, Hendrix. This is interesting.
This is interesting. If he had Flippers or Cape, this would absolutely be a play I'd agree with. Since he doesn't, he's leaving behind a check that he can't even tell what it is. So
We also don't
this
have
is a
Red
gamble.
Sword power bracelets. You might even be thinking you're committing to a double dip at this point to do Dr. Left on the second dip.
Yeah, which is fine. But like, not doing Dr. Left on your first dip into Fountain is not nearly as bad as having to actually double dip Fountain.
Yes. And when you have all but 2 checks in Krenel open? Oh, and Grey Blade, so 6.
Yeah, Greyblade and
Greyblade, the
Hermit
Scrub,
Cave
and Hermit Cave.
Scrub, right. Oh hey, it's a Vayford Skinstone! Could follow that up, but it looks like Hems is taking the in-logic play to Crane instead.
I mean, we can go to Out of Logic Veil Falls. It has unrequired cloud tops behind it, or you can, go to required
I
Kernel.
would just check what Vayford's rupees have here. Looks like that's what Henrys is thinking
That's
too.
what he's doing.
Like,
I mean,
you
part
found
that
that, which is an advantage. Now you gotta play to that. And if you find an out of logic, like, sword here, that would be amazing. Like, it can easily happen that, like, the logical blue sword is there locking the lantern in Western Woods or whatever, and your red sword's a bit out of the way, and you're gonna be, like, finding the cape in Western Woods as well or whatever. There's a lot of ways in which this play could make it a lot faster, and you're not going to never do these rupees. So the only reason to delay this would be if you wanted to check more of Cloud Tops on your first trip.
Yeah, the idea would be to maybe wait for Mitts or Cape to do Cloud Tops
Yeah,
with.
but I don't hate leaving Cloud Tops behind here, and like with coming this early, just means that you don't sure you're gonna scum the first check, but that just means like you don't have a lot of stuff that you're.
It looked like did you see what was on that ruby path down below?
There was a kinstone at the Southway Falls rupees.
Okay, I didn't catch all of it there. I just saw that it's like, oh look, that's a lot of items. That
A wallet and a wallet or two in the kinstone. I think it was 2 wallets, but who cares?
I saw one wallet at least.
Great Spin and Mitts. And Parabeam. Yeah, you keep going. Now you full click Cloud Tops.
Yeah, now you save going Cloud Tops.
And it may be that this is not the way to go, but it's the way you got. Like, if it is the way to go, then that is a huge advantage for you. So that's the way you got to play it.
I mean, you save scum because then you.
Oh, absolutely, you save
back.
scum it, but you want something to be behind those mitts, and if it's in Cloud Tops, you want to get that.
I mean, the one check that this now allows Hendrix to do that the others can't is
if there's something in Hermit Cave.
Hermit Cave, yeah.
This play has, like, will have paid off for Hendrix. Massively.
Yes.
If there's something in Cloud Tops, like Out of Logic Sword or something like that, this play will have paid off for Hendrix.
It could even be like an unrequired cape, because we don't necessarily need cape this seed, but that just saves you so much time in the long run.
I don't think this is going to be the seed where you could, like, finish it without cape, but maybe. It's possible. Would be nice to see. But yeah, like, having the midst this early also just means that Hendrix can route in those stinging caves a lot nicer than everyone else can.
Yeah.
And the biggest one of those is the Hermit Cave on top of Grenell, but...
Oh, speaking of cape!
Is that real?
No! Oh, game!
Yeah, that didn't feel like a real thing. Like... That was
You
a bit
hate
much.
to see it.
Ich hab's gewusst.
Not
I
quite.
knew it.
Yeah, Hendrix knew it too. That cape didn't feel real. That would have been too good to be true. Dog food.
I mean, I honestly forgot
turn
about
that
traps
in.
because I played too many turning setting seeds.
Yeah, you do tend to forget about traps if you play just 30 seconds for a while, but no. This is a seed with traps. We have seen a few of those already, and that one was definitely the meanest one so far.
You save scum that book.
No, you already got dog food.
Shoot.
I think with a book and dog food, you keep them, right? Like, sure, it's a long climb down, but We also saw the lantern on Cranberry.
Yeah, the book I'd be okay with like saying yeah, it's in that check. I can get it later once I, have the ocarina if it ever shows
book
up.
is because you have to have the ocarina before it comes in useful.
But the dog food, you can't turn it in yet, but it is dog food. Oh.
No, you can't turn it in yet, but you aren't far from being able to turn it in. Flippers would be enough to do that.
Slippers, Lon Key, Cape.
Flippers, Lon Key, Cape, or Ocarina. I
Yep.
think.
Yep, any of those 4. He's scumming it.
Okay. Henry's deciding he does not need that dog food. I would have kept it. Like, I get why Henry is scamming it, it's probably nothing. But I would have kept that. Yeah, when he gets flutes, it's a quick let's go there, which is why you like the argument for scumming away the book, but that doesn't work nearly as well for the dog food.
Yeah.
If he gets flute, yeah, that's also that. Who knows where flute is in the seed?
Getting flute in a seed. Getting flute in a seed.
Yeah, why would you?
So often I just never find the flute or find it so late that it's hardly of use.
Yeah, that does tend to happen. Did we get anything on Cave of Flames yet, except those fake flippers at the start?
Not that I've seen.
So we did. So the thing that we did see was the lantern up on Premier Beanstalk.
Yep.
And apparently Henry's found remote bombs in the Ding Cave there, which is also nice.
Yeah.
Lantern opens up. Grimblade, Henry's Ledge. Is that it?
Yeah, because we don't have access to lake yet. Like, if you have access to lake, then all of a sudden it opens up a ton, but no lake access.
Yeah, if you have access to droplets, it's like it's great. If you have access to London, that's something there, though not yet. It's like, oh, also need Red Sword. Red Sword does also give access to Percy, but that never has anything, so you skip it.
I guess the thing is, Lantern does put Veil Falls into logic.
Yeah, which, like... You still need something to get to Lake to get turn in the dog food.
Yep.
It does put the mids into logic.
Yep.
Which mids we have yet to see town digging.
Town digging is a big one.
And then there's Hermit Cave. I think the other mid caves are not reachable yet. Wait, no. Like Cave as well. Like Cave and
Yep.
Farmer Cave. Yeah.
Yep.
So there's a few check spans on mids that are way more likely to have anything than the dog food. So. Henrys did also find the Great Spin, which will make his shoe fight a lot better than what Sean's is right now. This fight gets so much easier with Great Spin.
It's mindless with Great Spin, but Sean not throwing too many bombs.
No, you can just... get there with spins or with temp slashes or... Like, there are fast threats for that fight without great spin, but they are a bit more, like, they are not nearly as easy as just spin them out to them.
Yeah, just spin.
So TDH got the element of Glee Rock, making the first element for just under half an hour in.
Yep.
But other than that, has not really been rewarded with the Scale of Flames play.
He didn't do the loop in there, did he? Or did I miss that? The big waffle loop.
Oh, maybe he skipped that yet, so far.
Because I think he set the red warp and then... Fuck,
Yeah, that would make some sense. You want, like, checking these checks first. I wouldn't want to leave it banned entirely, so if he goes back in here...
Yeah.
If he just skipped
Okay,
it,
yep, here it
he's
is.
going back in. Yeah, like, if that one check has cape,
Yeah.
you want that before you do the big double.
No, it makes sense what he did. It's just... So we got a few more checks left in Cave of Flames before this is just an element, that's it.
Yeah, though at this point, it's likely just an element and that's it. Like, they got a lantern, which...
Yep.
Combined with that very forward skinstone from the fountain, puts the bits into logic.
Yep. Hender's heading towards the grip ring spot, so we'll be able to... We'll grab the lantern, we'll see Hermit Cave. Oh, there's a fake
fall for that cane trap. Like, come on. You got a cane. It's kind of why you, like... That's how you just set your quick bomb at Game of Flames.
I mean, sometimes it's just muscle memory before your mind tells you that it's a trap.
I guess.
You're just like, oh look, big item. You just, like, muscle memory roll and then go back out instead of thinking, hey, that's not a major item, that's a trap.
Three more checks in the Cave of Flames basement to go through.
Yep.
Make that two more. And Henry's going to show us Hermit Cave soonish. Yeah, I'm doing it before the Beanstalk, so going to be soon. So Henry's still thinking that it's out of logic, but it's not. I would have liked to see something there. I would have put Henry's way ahead, but still.
I mean, for Sean's sake, I'm kind of glad something's not there. He might have quit TMCR entirely.
Think? Couldn't just have told him, yeah, you obviously should have gone to Fountain first instead of Planet, to then go to where falls out of logic, to get your mids before going there. No? Maybe not.
So TDH has done in Cranial, but never found the grip ring.
Yeah. That's going to be awkward once he finds it on Karloff, which is not a hard
Yep.
time. Looks like Henrys is doing the 2 checks ban Malari before Cave of Flames. I guess if you're looking for your cape, it's like, sure. If it turns out cape is here, this would have paid off. It's not, so this is a bit slower overall.
Yep.
But wouldn't know that ahead of time. So TDH now back in town is doing the under the school check.
Yep.
It's probably just like he needs. It's probably just that he needs to go into fountain, right? I mean, I guess there could be something on Half Ledge or Grimblade. But if there isn't, then the next progression is behind the mids.
Well, TH can't do any of that. He has to go to Fountain.
Well, he has to go to Karlov,
Or, yeah, Karlov, too.
because then he gets the gripping and then it's back to Krenner. I hope TH is going to tip Fountain before Krenner, but I doubt it. Like, before going back with the gripping.
When you find
would
the
surprise me,
gripping,
that's for
yeah.
It also surprised me when Hendrix did it, so...
Yeah, exactly. We were all surprised when Hendrix did it, and he did it anyways, and found what is likely progression.
Like, when you
at
asked
this
me
point.
where would I go with the flippers, like, I had this feeling that there's something in Fountain, but I still would have tried to delay it until after either Cape or flippers. And
Yeah,
Hendrix
I
just
mean,
apparently had the same kind of feeling and trusted his gut, which...
yeah, without Cape you
often
can't
turns
do a
out to be
check,
the right
but
thing
you
to
can
do in
still
this game.
check it, so it's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean... The visible one is, like... If it's something, okay, sure, but otherwise you just assume it's nothing, really.
Yeah. I mean, you get to peek it, so that's always fine that it's just, you know, if you
Yeah.
have to go back.
It's rarely been something.
Very true.
So Sean now also grabbing that element. What, like 7 minutes behind TVH here? But did get the gripping checks on Krenner, so... And yeah, TVH did find that gripping and did make his way straight back to Krenner. Without finding the late Void Stone.
Yep.
We did also get raided by ZSR2.
Welcome,
I
ZSR2.
think had a Windbreaker spoiler rock race, if I'm not mistaken. So, welcome Raiders. This is the Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly. And from what you can see, like, all the runners have pretty much the same things, except Hendrix did find the Veilforged Skin Stone from Fountain already, and followed that to find the moments. So
Yep.
we are pretty sure at this point that that's what everyone else needs to go find. Although there are a few checks behind the lantern that we have not yet seen. Yeah, Hendrix also did leave behind the dog food and the book in Cloudtops. Which, if those have, then, like, not an experience, but something, and doesn't have an ocarina or another reason to go back to Cloudtops first, that could hurt him a bit, but it's not exactly likely that the fetch quest leads to something. And they can't turn in either of those fetch quest items yet.
No.
So Sean now are going to show us one of those lantern lock checks we mentioned earlier. Going
Yep.
to go to the half ledge.
TDH doing it at the same time. Oh, there it is.
London key!
That's progression.
That is what would allow them to turn in the dog food. I mean, oh, sure, it's also progression in, like, for a few other checks, but... That means they have access to walking.
Okay, neither runner going to Lake at this point. Well, I guess you can't do
No,
much.
You
You don't have cape or flippers. We've seen traps for both of them.
no, but they can check, what, 4 items at London?
Yep.
What's it, wallet or behind in the pond, the 2 behind boots, and the above HP hole.
Yep.
Oh, they have cane, so it's also North Minish boots, and it's one check on the, like, Minish path to the mayor cabin, even. They have London Key, cane, and Molmets to get there.
I mean, currently Hender's the only one with moments, so that's...
Okay,
I'm
sure,
not going to
but
see
that,
that,
from
but-
what we know.
Yeah, but it
Yes.
is in logic.
That could, that could turn out to be required. It's not likely, but it could.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about as likely as that dog food being the next thing that we need to see. But yeah, there's a few more checks in North Minish Woods and Bone Cave and the like that. Or a cape in the London Minish Path. And an ocarina!
Okay.
Wow! Okay. That gives
We
access
have
to
checks
a lot
now.
more checks in Lake. It does mean that the moments would open cave 25 here, which they don't have. But, like, they do have access to all the chicks in Pond now, so once they get around to that.
They also have access to droplets.
Yes! And... they can do everything except outdoor, is that right? And underwater.
Yeah. That is right.
So, 2 checks that they can't do in droplets. Or 3 checks, but one of those is an element. I strongly doubt Fountain is bait, but it could be. I mean, they're 2 moments, which is like... if that turns out to be bait, this would have been a reject seat.
Okay, Luna is doing the 1 check to the mayor's cabin. For Kinstone.
Hence the Kinstone. Forecast the wilds.
Wake up mushroom and droplets.
Just another fetch quest. But yeah, they do have Lantern and Cape to do a bit more stuff in droplets. I am curious what those moments that Henders has is going to lead to on this path. Like, he's still going to end up finding the London Key.
Yes.
And take that to find Cape and Ocarina.
Yeah,
And
that
at that point, he
seems
might
like
just go
progression.
back and pick up the dog food and book, right?
Oh, it's hard to say.
But, like, he is going to do that when he wants to turn in the dog food.
Yes.
Or when he finds the 3rd book. Neither of those would be, like, yeah, you just go pick those 2 up.
Yep.
And I guess you could like hope to wait for flippers to check route that one check you left in upper way forwards in with the rest of them.
I mean, you have Ocarina, so traveling back and forth is
Yeah,
much
it's
quicker.
not that big of a deal. It's still just. Cape and Ocarina were in the London Minish path blocked by boost. So. Seeing that Ocarina, I did not expect it to be real after they just got the Cape there. Yeah, that is Cave 25 for Hendris, which is like. Hendris isn't going to immediately go back to Cloud Ups. There's Cave 25, there's droplets. Like, those are just better options.
Yep.
But it becomes the question of, he knows there's a dog food and a book there. He knows he can turn a dog food, he knows he's one book away from turning those into get Yelari. It becomes a question of, when are you going to do that?
It's hard to say.
For now, we have TVH coming up on the second rupee path in Temple of Droplets. Well, so far they found a mushroom and a salt beam.
Yep.
London Key was on half ledge, which... Yeah, okay, now that you point out, that might be a problem for Hendris. I'm joking. Hendris should not be putting that off for too long.
But he hasn't killed Blue Chew, it won't have progression.
I guess that means there's something in town digging then?
Yeah.
Like, that could happen.
Yeah.
Flippers would give access to that just as well as the Long Key does, and it's like, sure. For Hendris, that is.
Yeah.
For everyone else, they wouldn't have. You need the meds to take the flippers all the way to the back of London. No one has checked town digging yet. Hendris went past it because of going to Cradle first, and no one else has moments. Or did Hendris check that yet already? I don't think he did.
No, he went to Colonel pretty quick.
Yeah, I think like he checked the digging
Which
cave
makes
in
sense.
Trilby that he could, but don't think he has done town digging.
Okay, Hendris going immediately for the ledge.
Apparently he has. Okay. Maybe he has. Maybe I forgot about it. Or didn't pay attention at that time. It happens. I guess TH didn't find anything on the second Ruby part?
Where is this red sword?
Cave 25?
Could be.
Like, that's the densest location that we have yet to see here.
Okay, I think TH is on 10 hearts, so can do both wave blade checks when done here.
Is he on 10? Yeah, he is. Yeah, Red Sword and Dog Food would be interesting. Though with that Ocarina, it's not too bad for Hendris to get back there.
Oh, there's another spin scroll, so TDH has great spin.
Yeah. I guess that would have been the long spin scroll.
Yep.
Unless TDH somehow picked up both fast and split already. Which I don't think he did.
I haven't seen enough scrolls for that, I don't think.
Yeah, we had... Farmer Cave is also one that we hadn't seen yet. And it's checking Lakla Cave as well.
Okay, TDH skipping. I don't think we've seen anyone do Blue Chew.
No, Henris might. Like, that's the kind of play that Henris likes to do.
I swear, if Red Sword's just on Blue Chew and everyone just decides to skip it.
I mean, how long are they going to skip it? Like, you're going to do Blue Chew before you go back to before you go to Fountain, right?
I probably would check Blue Chew while just going through the loop, so...
I mean, I can absolutely see checking, like, leaving Blue Chew until you did all the other stuff in droplets. But I did also not pay attention at all to whether I found, like, map and compass in there.
I definitely saw Compass.
Yeah, looking at Sean's tracker, which does show those, he has compass but not map, so map might still be on Blue Chew, or underwater pot, or Octo. At that point, do you do Blue Chew? Or do you just try doing other checks first and hope you don't have to because you find out it's map later? Like, you're going to have to come back here for Octo. Where's Henris going?
Getting his dog food.
Oh! He's going back to Cloud immediately!
Okay.
I guess that works. So where was dog food? Was it North Kill or was it in one of the mid-slog checks up there?
It was early.
No, I think it was the very, like, top left mid-slog checks, right? One of those two. And then the book was on the south side somewhere.
Book was...
Sure, Henris remembers it better than we do.
I think Book was the southwest dig spot. And dog food, yeah, it was either North Kill or Northwest Island. In the digging.
Yeah, I get, like, doing, getting the dog food before you go into Lake here, since it's just, like, on the way, basically. Like,
yeah,
the bong is just on the way, and you don't want to leave it for too long. Okay, yeah. So dog food was in those mid-slog checks, and is the book behind mids here, or was it on the platform?
I'm pretty sure it's behind the mids.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Luna doing Blue Chew.
Henris trying to get to the underwater hard piece there, forgetting that he doesn't have flippers. Nothing on Balkan. Okay, Henris is now also going to check Cave 25.
Yep.
PVH checking the last Swift blade check. Nothing there.
Looks
Might
like a
now be
fountain blade.
going to Fountain. Did he already put out the fire?
Hope so. Blue Chew is dead. Yes, he did.
It looks like he did.
Okay, that's another bottle.
Yeah, so that's the third bottle per stock food already.
Yep. So TDH has the cape. can full clear fountain in case there's something else hiding
Yeah,
here.
we now see the other last check in fountain and whether Henry's left behind something here.
Okay, it was 2 wallets and a kinstone there that Sean's getting on the...
Wow, both of those
Self-performance
wallets were
increase.
real? Like,
apparently.
Seeing 2 wallets there, I would have expected both to be traps, really. There's a bow in Cave 25.
Oh, okay. That's
That's-
nice, but not progression
Yeah.
yet.
that's- Once I get a red sword, that's helpful.
Yeah.
And nothing on the last check in the fountain. TH doing chickens. Are we back to how many checks do we have left territory here?
Oh, we're getting dang close.
How many checks do we have
Oh,
left?
chicken, TDH, chicken. Okay. White chicken went on an adventure there.
Yeah, it's not a lot of checks that they have.
Are
there's
we
the
down
south
to
check in the
random
well.
digging caves?
How many random digging caves are left? I don't know if Henry's checked which digging cave, but he has done pretty much all the others.
I'm
that they
pretty sure Hendris did that loop already.
can. I don't know if he just checked Trilby digging, otherwise
Yep.
that's left. Yeah,
He just did.
he just did that. Well was nothing.
Maybe it's not random digging spots? Where's this red sword?
What do they have? What?
Oh, Rem. Okay. This
Ram
is check.
is a check. Library is a check.
Oh, I saw someone do Library.
Someone do library? Okay.
Yeah, someone did Library.
Huh. Sean did Ram as well. What? What's left then?
Oh, what about the South Lake digging?
Okay, yes. There is one digging check in lake. Is that it? Can't be it, right?
You say that.
What is the seed? Like, I'm thinking that there's no way that's it, but on the other hand, I can't think of another check. Assuming Hendris did which digging cave, which I think he did.
I'm pretty sure I saw him do the loop.
So,
I'm pretty sure I saw him in Northwood. Wait, did we see Farm Cave?
yes, it was a
Okay.
Hendris did not do which digging according to chat, so that's
Wait,
2 digging checks that we can think of that are left.
I thought I saw him in Minish Woods with the...
He was, he
Mitts.
did do like cave, but that was in South Minish Woods. Yeah, Sean's heading to fun, which we think is like the thing to do because it leads to myths, and we think there's like 2 checks. We do not.
Wait,
the
have we
digging
seen
cave-
either the Bell digging? Oh, no.
I don't think we have.
Because that's the third
And
book.
that puts Hilary into lodge. So, there's 5, about to be 4 more digging checks, and Hilary. Which, okay, yeah, we had also forgotten about sewers, right?
We could have vanilla flippers.
Yes. There is... So, 2 checks behind all books.
Yes.
And 4 more 3 more digging checks. two in South Airforce and one in Witch Digging Cave. Whoa, this is a seed.
Yeah.
The
Sweet.
Flippers in Vanilla is the big chest in the sewers. Behind, after you kill the scissor beetles.
Yep.
Which, you usually see people go there with flippers in Randor. But the other way to get there is to actually climb the books in the library and go, like, talk to the library and get thrown into the sewers.
Nimbus, you do not need grip ring to climb the books. You can just climb the books with anything.
I couldn't have told you if you need a gripping to climb the books.
You
I
don't.
trust you in that.
You just climb the books. It counts as a ladder.
Okay.
I've had to climb the books a few times. It's dumb.
Yeah, it's come up before. But it's a rare thing. I'm not sure if there's a bounty on it. I know it's a meme point, so it's like...
Yeah.
If it's behind the 3 books, it's a meme point.
Yes.
There might be a bounty on having to climb the books. I don't know how often it came up in the last season of the ban list. I know it came up at least once, but if it came up only once, then... No, I think Myth did it twice, didn't he? Not sure. Anyway,
So at the moment, no one has all 3
that
books.
No, TDH did not go up into Cloud Tops, and Henris has yet to do the North Veilford's Digging Cave.
Yep.
I also don't think anyone has done the South Veilford's Digging Cave yet.
No.
So it's either there or behind the books.
From what we can think of, yes.
Yeah, like
Unless
unless we
there's
forgot
some-
something, which
yeah.
is possible. Those are the 4 checks that we think have to have progression, and one of them. The seed is weird.
We're over an hour in and still don't have a red sword.
Yeah, can we just get a nut on the vanilla flippers check?
Oh! That's disgusting. I like it.
Yeah, Luna just found Metz. Is going to go into Cloud Tops, which is probably an advantage over TDH. As soon as TDH shows us if there's nothing on these thing checks,
Yeah,
which we
so
hope for.
We're going to see
It's much
half
nicer
bar
to
in
see the
logic
fifth
checks
behind the
left.
So there's 2 checks here and 2 checks behind the books. And we really wanted to be behind the books.
Well, here's our half the checks remaining in logic.
That's behind the books. Oh, great.
Now,
love
normally
the
we're all
seas.
cheering for O'Brien to have something. At this point, we want to be in the vanilla flipper spot.
I don't care even if it's on Yalari, but yeah. Yeah, you had to dip into Cloud Tops to get a book.
Lots of remote bombs over there in town digging.
Yeah, okay. I clearly did not pay enough attention earlier when I
Yeah,
was doing this.
Comms paying attention.
We can't have that. Yeah, Johnny might get a couple points. Like, we know that there's a meme point for it being behind all three books.
Yes.
If it's like something glorious, like a nut on vanilla flip, that's another point. Was the London key required?
Yes.
I think it was, right? Yeah.
Wait. Yes, because you need the ocarina from behind it. Okay.
Yeah. Ocarina and Cape were behind, and we have yet to see flippers, so they're like, and everything we have left is also locked behind
Yeah.
Ocarina. Yeah. So we did already have required London key and required books. We're not even that deep into the seed.
I mean, we're in, which is decently deep, but we just don't have
No,
progression
that's
to
a
make it
decent
deep.
amount of time, but in terms of progression, like, we have yet to see Red Sword.
Well, actually, are we just swords from Go mode?
Main. Nut or flippers.
Oh, nut and deep wood access. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, all things considered, it's only 4 items for Go mode.
Yes.
Because it's no kinstones.
Yeah. In logic, they need flippers for sure for Octo as well. If they find the nut, they aren't going like these guys
no
are
one
going to be
cares.
able to skip flippers if necessary. So
All 4 of these runners know how to do Octo without flippers. I guess the big thing is if I don't know if the runners here know how many of them know Octominute, but you'd want a shield for that.
yeah. You don't care too much if you don't get it.
No.
Like, having a shield
You're not
for
going to
Octo is
look
very
for a
nice.
shield once
Even
an
if
element.
you don't know Octominute, it's just so much easier with a shield.
Yes.
But if you don't have a shield, you're still gonna just do Octo.
Oh yeah.
Like, you probably won't go back to drop this if you don't have flippers. Actually, in this kind of situation. Unless you're in Go mode. Because you can also check the underwater pot with it then. And it's not. Octo isn't in logic until you get flippers, so it's. It's probably a good enough reason to not go back there earlier than that. But, yeah.
I mean, with Red Sword I definitely do Western first, but past that it's...
Yeah, but like you're gonna find progression somewhere else. Because you have to. Like that's what it not being in logic means. You're gonna find something somewhere else.
I mean, it could just find flippers somewhere dumb to
Okay, sure,
get
but
Sword
then
on
you have
Octo to
flippers.
get Nut and
Like,
Graveyard
yeah,
and
but
just
yeah,
ignore it.
once you have flippers, absolutely, you go back to Octo and just do it. But I wouldn't want to do 2 additional dips into droppers if it turns out there's also something in underwater pot. And there's no way you have to do that. Because you are guaranteed to be able to do both of those in a single dip. If you want, like, if you wait until flippers.
Here we go!
And now TDH is going to turn in those books. So yeah, we believe those are the 2 last checks that we have yet to see that they can do.
Yep.
So we expect something here.
Most likely Red Sword, but it could still be like
There could
flippers
be
or
a
Nut.
sword here. It could be a shield. It could be
If it's a
it
shield!
could be flippers. It could be power bracelets. It could be Cow of Metal or Tinker Trophy.
Power bracelets don't unlock anything.
Right, they don't. Couldn't be power bracelets. We do need red sword for Dr. Left, and we've seen the. Scratch that one. Well, you know, you could have power bracelets, but
Flipper's Cave! Flipper's Cave!
this is a great seed. So yeah, not something you see often, but this is the vanilla way to access the sewers. So, what do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be vanilla flippers? Is it going to be a sword? Is it going to be a nut? It's going, like, someone in the chat said a shield? That would be interesting. I'd like a nut, yeah. But
Nut would be fantastic.
I'll take flippers as a second option.
If you want to be really cruel, it's shield to lead to nut, but
I'm not sure that's that cruel. Like, there's only 2 ticks when shielding that fast. That's the red
okay,
sword.
that's the expected outcome.
Yeah, that is, like... there are only so many items left, and 3 of them were swords, so...
Okay, time for Western Woods.
Yeah, that's still awful, but we already knew it had to be something, and out of those, that's probably the least awful option. Now, they do have 2 caster kinstones.
Well, there's a shield,
Okay, there's shield
power
and power
bracelets.
bracelets.
And the other cast
And-
Kinstone.
Okay, not nice. Not nice.
When you're running through this, you're like, can I just get my other swords and be in go mode? And the seed just is
Yeah,
telling
like,
you no.
just another sword to go to graveyard, to find another sword on the way, to find Nato flippers, like, would be nice, but no.
Yeah.
It's like, here, have a shield, have power bracelets.
Have your last caster Kinstone. That's what you wanted, right?
Absolutely. Now, Henry's about to pick up the last book. Luna actually already has all 3 books, is going to turn those in now.
Yep.
Always get Percy.
Yep. Wait, TJ didn't check the beanstalk?
Wait, he didn't?
No. He's activating the Ocarina point first. TDH, please. There's a
Yeah,
beanstalk.
let's give Westernwood's beanstalk. Like, sure, you said the quick movement caster, but Westernwood's beanstalk.
Why aren't you rushing Westernwood's beanstalk?
Don't play like that. Like, obviously we knew it was a misplay from Percy, but actually, and it pains me to say it, skipping Westernwood's beanstalk is worse. I know it's hard to believe that there's something worse than checking Percy, but, you know.
I mean, you're 3 items from go mode. You could just be in go mode off the beanstalk.
There we go.
Okay, he wanted to check a couple checks in caster first.
Or he forgot and now remembered the beanstalk. Hey, there's a nut.
2 items from go mode.
Go for clear deepwood. Like,
Yep.
sure, you could go to Fortress, but there's an element in deepwood.
Yep. We're now 1 element away from castle access.
Yeah, so we can
Because we
find-
can do Deepwood and droplets.
So we only need 1 more sword to be able to find that Kinstone locking the last element in Dark Hulk. I mean... It wouldn't surprise me if this seed ended like that. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
could
the
still be a
seed's been
nice
pretty
seed.
dumb. There's still a lot of checks left to do.
Yeah, a few. We may have access to other Fortress. And Wind Runes, like.
You mean you don't want flippers on Mazal to do long hiking?
No, I actually won the out of Skinstone on Mazal and DHC basement to York for the 4th zone, but I guess you could put that Kinstone on hiking instead, with flippers on Mazal. I'd be fine with that. Oh, don't blame me for that. It's just the seas.
Yeah. After that red sword placement brings out the worst on your imagination.
Yeah. It was a very nice red sword.
Hey, look, a lantern!
Oh hey! The lantern behind. Now, if there's a Smoky on Meta Pillar, that would be a lantern.
Or wait, what's a better Flipper's Lock check? Long hiking or the one in town sewer?
Oh!
Hello.
We don't have that many close continuous zones yet, they can both be required.
Stop button. There we go.
I don't think anyone went and took that shield to any scrubs yet, no.
Nope.
No one checked the power braces yet either. Which isn't surprising, there's better stuff to do.
Yes. I mean, you could make a point with the quick warps to do the Trilby scrub, but
Okay.
at some point, maybe after you're done your dungeons, you can go make a play to Crandall to do Grey Blade with the Grip Ring scrub.
Blade and the scrub there. Like sure, when you push the boulder in Trilby, you can climb back down the ladder and check the scrub, but do you really want to do that?
Do you really want to do Flipper's Cave for your red sword?
No, but it's the last location. Like sure, you're not going to end up last location in that scrub. Master Bicky in deep woods, so. Oh, and a card of metal out of deep woods as well. I wouldn't have. Yeah, you shouldn't do Mother Pillar there yet because it could end up being a small key. Of course, Zydarkos having opened the door needs to kind of just do it. But if you don't open the door and you end up being able to deduce that it's a small key there, then you just leave it. Looks like Henrys is going back to droplets first instead. He's going to check Octo.
Okay.
Out of logic. I mean, I guess you can, but... I'd hope Henrys got the nut. It was over in Caster. I think he got the nut.
No, it wasn't Caster, it was the Beanstalk.
Yes, but Henrys was over in Caster, and you don't generally do much there without having done Westerwood's Beanstalk. So now, second element, 1 hour 20. And there's a smoky on the boss, so there isn't one on the
Yep. So there should be 2 checks left: Matter Pillar and Boss Key.
Yeah.
That's gonna be very close. Oh, it's gonna be very, very close.
And yeah, since people in chat are talking about it,
Okay.
huge shout out to our trackers who are making sure that people know what items the runners have found. So, Linpunket, Nimbus, Tomatach, and Norinato is also restreaming.
Yep.
One more check in Deepwood. Other than, like, they found the Karlov medal there, which is going to be quick turn in town.
Yep. 3 quick checks.
Yeah, and then there's a decent amount of stuff in Castor, though Sean's clearing out some of that. And then there's Wind Ruins and Fortress.
Just all of Wind Ruins.
Which they did get all the Kinstons already. Wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being there. Which is, if you end up finding one sword, do you just leave? Or do you stick around in the hopes of finding another?
Generally, yes. I was trying to think of where, but there's not many places in there where if I find a sword, I'm not too sad about going back. Like if it was halfway
like,
up
say
a tower.
You're in Fortress and you go to the left rupees and you find a sword. How much more do you do then before going to Royal Crypt?
I would definitely think about finishing up that climb and then
Oh,
bailing.
absolutely.
And then just straight bailing, because swords probably
Okay,
just...
so you would just bail before doing left side. Right
right
side,
side.
sorry. Right side. Right side front.
Yeah, probably.
Or the back. Yeah, I think I would do all of the front stuff. But I can absolutely see skipping the right side as well.
Like, if you hand me a sword, I'm getting my last elements.
Yeah. Just you, even with that, you still don't have like it's not a whole lot of checks for your force sword to be at.
Yeah, but Graveyard does like to have stuff.
Yeah, it does.
And I'd rather spend, you know, like 30 seconds running back to Fortress if it's there, rather than like skipping out on Graveyard, because if it's there and I'm too busy doing unrequired Fortress, like you're just losing a seat at that point. Where Graveyard's kind of like a play to win, where you're not really losing time on the downside if it's not there.
I mean, going back to Fortress does take a decent chunk of time, but yeah, I can see that point.
Henderson Octo, I didn't see if he set up a nip, but he's definitely doing the movement.
I don't think Henderson knows my nip.
Yeah. I think I've heard Henderson say he fakes it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like going to do manip-like movements, but... Which is looking good so far, even though he got hit.
I mean, this is the manip
Like, he got
movement.
hit there, but that is the kind of hit where I think you can still...
Yeah.
Like, Octo's movement was still good, so... But I think he didn't save step, so he's not going to have patterns at the end of it. It's just going to be
Yeah. Octo seems to be turning a lot here, which I don't think is
No, that's
movement I haven't
just...
seen.
Like, that
Okay.
part is just how the manip goes. I don't think Octo does 4 dashes there ever in Minip. I think it's always 3.
Yeah, it's always the third rock cycle that gets used stuff.
Yeah, and Octo did 4 there, so... Not Minip. If you couldn't already tell before, getting a smoke cycle is not part of it.
Yeah. Also, getting the bonk isn't part of it, but there's one pattern you can just, instead of doing, was it 5 rolls, you can just take a bonk and then get 3 rocks.
I'm just saying something, just wait. Like, I'm muting his mic, I could not catch what that was. Sean, going
TDH also
to take
doing
that
drop.
mirror shield to the scrubs?
Yep. Map on
Octo
Octo.
at the map. So, underwater pot is an item.
Yep. Are we going to see Dr. Left? I see Dr. Left.
Yeah, have we seen Figurine House yet?
No. I think the only one with the Carl medal so far is TDH and... I think
Luna
we just-
also has it.
Oh, Luna. Okay,
But
Luna
Luna
got it.
just left Deepwood, so...
Yep.
If TDH didn't check it, then yeah, haven't seen it.
TDH, I think, went straight to droplets.
Okay.
Because he's now on to Octo.
Yeah.
Wait, Luna didn't do the Minish digging caves, just ran straight for the red sword and...
I mean, if you got all the books, you're going to check those checks, right?
Yeah.
It's not too surprising to me. Like,
No, I don't find it surprising, but...
it is a bit amusing, yes.
Yes.
There might be a fake lamp there. Just a slight possibility.
TDH struggling to
That's
lighting
fake.
the tail. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that is one of the upsides of just doing the mid-up movement, even if you're not doing the nip. Octo's position at least is going to be quite predictable, and you
Yep.
probably won't have trouble lighting the tail. And it's just training for when you do want to pick up mid-up.
Yep.
What do we have left? I guess it's going to end up being Windrune's Fortress stuff. Most likely, at this point. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I was going to say in some scattered overworld checks, because that's normally what's happened in seeds, but it's like, wait a minute. Do we actually have scattered overworld checks this seed?
Like, would scattered over checks be behind? There's the red sword lock checks in London.
Well, I'm on. Yep.
And
It's just
that's
I'm
about
used to
it.
seeds where you've skipped various overworld checks here or there. You've found progression later and haven't had a chance to go back.
Turns
The
out
seed
red sword in
in Flipper's chest.
without flippers just tend to get rid of those opportunities.
Yes.
Oh, we have seen Long Cave. Okay, I did notice we had seen Dr. Lepage.
Yes.
Okay, if we have seen
wait,
Long
have we
Cave, then yeah.
Have we seen Figurine House?
I hope
Someone
so,
turned
but
that in yet.
if someone turned it in, it would have been Luna, and I don't know.
I mean, I see Luna's back in Droplets as well, joining.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone's just going Droplets, like, give me this element.
which is surprising because hey, there is an item in the underwater pot. Luna did not yet go figurine house. Okay, we have not yet seen the figurine house.
TDH going for Blue Chew now.
Yeah, once you saw the map on Octo, hey, Luch is an item. Does make sense. Minish also did the meta pillar before doing green shoe. I don't agree with that. Like, there was like half a chance of a Planter Lock Smoky on the meta pillar that you could just kill. But yeah, it didn't turn out to be the case this seed, so...
Yep.
I didn't even notice earlier that there's a trap in the basement. So, going to see Sean and Luna go to...
So we have simultaneous
Rockford here,
chew fights, and we'll have simultaneous
and
Octo
then
fights.
with two people doing chews, though not the same. Which we know, like, green has an element, blue didn't have anything. So... TDH now, like, please turn that color metal. And then... Nope, it's straight to caster. Can someone please turn that card off metal already?
It's the Figurine House, it's just gonna have rupees.
Maybe, or maybe it's a sword or two.
Yeah.
Like... Just because the seeds mostly not has had anything in dungeons so far.
Hendris will turn it in for us.
Alright.
Oh, and
But
then
Henris is also turning in the mushroom. Which... Wait. How long does Henris have that mushroom for? It's been a while, right?
It was the first rupee path in droplets. The first item in the first rupee path.
It's been a while.
Money. Arrows.
Okay,
Bombs.
nothing there. So,
So,
finally someone
Wind
turned
Ruin?
it in.
Are we
it's now
down to
going
Wind Ruin?
Caster. And TDH apparently left Caster to check for greenhouse. Hey.
Okay, Hendra's going to Wind Ruins, and as far as we can remember, progression has to be behind here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of Caster was cleared, but I think Sean cleared most of it. Except Flipper's log stuff, of course. So yeah, progression should be behind these Caster against stones. Which
Wait,
Henry,
3 people.
TDH, and Sean are just now all going there at the same time.
Okay, so we talked about decision making if you find a sword here. Well, we're going to see it because we have
We're going
3
to
different
see
people.
multiple alternatives when they end up finding a sword. 'Cause it's
Well,
not
we say
if,
that.
right? It's not if they find a sword, it's when they find a sword, right? Do you leave if you find flippers? Or when do you
No.
leave if you just find flippers? Yeah, don't leave without your sword, I know.
Like, Flippers does unlock a fair amount of checks, but I'd rather not. Like, just give me the sword.
And then it turns out there's 2 swords in the boat. I doubt it. But
Yeah.
I think with flippers I would actually consider safe scanning.
Okay.
Like, sure, clear out the front of Fortress and then set up the safe scam and check some stuff, and if you don't find anything, you just come back. Because unlike with the sword, like, you don't... Like, with the sword you get an element. So you don't want to scam that away if you don't end up finding the other sword. But
Yep.
with flippers you don't have that concern, and if the flippers lock 1 sword, then you are happy to keep that. Though I can see it just sticking around as well.
Oh, here's checks. I don't think we see Moon's doing Greyblade in the scrub. Did I don't know if we saw those.
Sean did those, right?
Oh, Sean did? Okay, I missed that.
I know Sean did the previous scrub, and
I'm,
I'd be surprised if he didn't also do Grip Scrub and Great Raid at the time. Though I have been surprised by plays from runners before this seed, so you know. Oh, hey, there's the last bump back. Oh yeah, that's where the mirror shield was. Yeah, Sean did that.
okay, right.
Oh, bump back and bottle percent. Actually. So, Fortress time. Remote bombs again. Wouldn't you want a second set of remote bombs? Like, there's 4 bomb bags. Surely you need multiple remote bombs to keep up with that.
Okay, I don't think Hendris or TDH did the Minish checks in Wind Ruins.
No, they have yet to do quick warp caves. I think every runner kind of does it differently when they route those in. With a non-required fortress like this, like, you can see doing like left side and then doing those, or doing both front sides and then doing those, or... As long as you don't leave without doing them, it's fine. Unless you end up finding both swords and you leave for them. there's 2 swords on the rupees, sure, just leave.
There's a sword. Sword on right side.
Okay. Lantern on the left side, rupees. Do you want that?
So TH continuing to do checks after getting the sword.
Why there's so many ice traps here?
Yeah, I don't think I would leave without doing the rupees, and then like you'd want to do left side. Pretty much every.
He also
right?
he found it on right side and then complete right side as well. So
Okay, so he's going to do the rupees, but probably not more. That's still
That
very
makes sense.
TDH kind of play. Do the fast stuff on me. Might pay off for him.
yeah. Yeah, if I... Now looking for arms, I would have done left side first, like a lot of the runners, but if I did right side first, I'd probably just finish right side and get out.
No, I would still do at least rupees.
If I'm doing rupees, I'm doing all of it.
Yeah, I can see that. But then I also wouldn't skip checks on the right side after doing some of them. And
Yeah.
TH apparently did that.
That shit.
So I wouldn't have been
that
surprised
side
if he
hole will have spin
skipped
bolts.
some. Yeah.
Do kind of.
Left drop is a scroll. We did already see one scroll in here, right? Or spin. And this is another spin scroll. So I think with that we have seen all 5 spin scrolls.
Okay, Hender's now doing the Quick Orb Caves.
Yeah, like, that's the fine time to do it. Doing it after both front sides will also be fine. Doing it after Full Clean Fortress is... sure.
Or one of the Quick Orb Caves.
I think I forgot that one check there.
Wait, what?
Did I?
Hender's...
Oops.
Okay.
If anyone in chat is wondering, that can't be faster than just doing the 2 of them in one go.
Yep, I totally did.
No, it's nothing. Okay.
Are you sure? But what if it is? No, it's
Yeah. So both Sean and Henders are doing right side now, which sort of somewhere up here.
yeah. And then that's like,
And that's hospital.
how far into the back do you want to go? If you already got a sword from Fortress.
I would leave the back for a second trip. Okay, we're going
Probably.
to see well center is the first check with the blue sword.
It's as good a check as any, right?
Okay, Sean immediately quick warping with that sword and getting out. It looks like Hendris will actually complete right side.
There's another sword on the right side.
That would be hilarious.
Very much so.
Sean immediately taking the sword to final element.
That does make a lot of sense. I mean, like, you're going to do, like, full clearing graveyard with go modding it is not a whole lot of difference. You're going to go to graveyard.
TDH
You're
doing
going
the
to
other
need
blue
to
sword
get
lock check.
some of the checks on the way, like, it doesn't take a lot of time to do the other ones as well.
It's a kinstone on right climb. Well, you grabbed that.
Yeah, you grab that. And if it turns out to be required, you curse the seed, and you're very happy that you kept going for that.
Yes. Oh, Hender's continuing up the center.
They are at what, 3 kinstones so far total?
I think so.
Like, it's probably nothing.
Scroll
but-
from Dante.
Yeah, I did not catch what was scroll that was. Oh, down thrust. Nice.
Down thrust. Okay.
That's a nice to have if it ends up being on. Well, I mean,
Because Dante definitely knows how to down thrust.
does he? I guess if you are digging a grave, it's kind of a similar motion to like.
Yeah. Another kinstone. Make that 4.
That's on the way. So, 1 kinstone in Graveyard, 1 that Sean and TDH left behind in Fortress, and 1 more to go.
Flippers.
Oh boy. You didn't want to see those.
See, you want the
You
seat
didn't
open.
want to see the kinstones either, but you did not want to see those flippers. What all do you do flippers checks in after this?
I could see jumping down to do castle moat.
I think I'd start with Minish Woods. Like you're fluting away from Crypt.
Oh, you're fleeing away, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, right. The Minish Flippers caves love to have items.
And then there's Behind the Waterfall in town. There's Behind the Waterfall in Upper Wifers. Those are really quick. There's...
You can
Few
route,
checks-
was it Great Blade and the town moat together? That's 3 checks you can do pretty quick.
Yeah. then
And
there's
after that,
Three at
maybe
Lake,
you just go to
or Two at
Jack Bay
Lake,
Castle.
sorry.
Yeah, Toon Lake. Plus the one in, Droplets.
Plus 1 in Droplets, right? There is a check there. And then a lot in Caster. Or not a lot, but Scarblade and
Hiking.
hiking. As well as like split base thing and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Which isn't too many overall, but
Yeah, it's just a matter that
it's just they are all over
they're,
the map.
yeah, they're all over the place.
And yeah, DHC is a good point, which would I'd probably go Minish Woods, Flippers Caves, then Town, Great Blade, Mode, DHC.
Yeah. That
Then
seems like a
Lake,
route that...
Then Upper Bay Falls, South Bay Falls, then Caster? Put South Harrowfield somewhere in there. Oh, yeah. There is this one check in the sewers as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
I wonder why Sean's rushing that.
Does he not trust the seed?
It's not like the seed has already had something to us.
Imagine 2 swords in sewers. Nope.
Not quite. Sean now going for the center word check.
TDH with 4 elements.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Sean's not going straight for DHC. He does have
Hendris
a bit of experience with
going to
required
come
items
resolve.
in DHC. Though admittedly, his experience is more of the Gust Shovel assault.
TDH also doing the one check in sewer.
It's weird. It's like they expect something to be there. Henry is on Bazaar. I think this is the last
Yep.
check. Like last.
Yeah,
two
he's
checks
full
for him.
cleared Fortress, so 2 more checks here. The only thing of note was that Cloud Top's Kinstone that was right after the sword, which it looks like
Yeah.
Luna's going to grab.
Which is a very nice thing to find. Like, if it ends up being in Palace, having to go back to Fortress for just a Cloud of Skin feels awful.
Especially on a check that was literally right after the sword.
Yeah, especially on a check that you could have just kept going.
Like, if it was deep Fortress, then...
Yeah, if it was in the back or something, like, you still don't feel great about having dipped out, but it's fine.
Yeah, you're like, I'm dipping out anyways, because I have progression to do, but when it's there,
But
you're
on
just
that
like, if I
check-
just did one more check, I would have had it.
Wait, where did Sean find the Tinga trophy?
Well, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Wasn't it. Mode, not it either. Oh, was the Tinga trophy just in South Airfield? That's fine.
Okay, TDH is going to activate DHC and do the one check there.
Yeah. Which, if that ends up being the sword... yeah, I guess we should have the DHC Big Key bet while
Yep.
DH is still opening it up. So, there's 9 checks in DHC, and we don't. We
Oh,
don't care about
Kenster!
Sorry?
Sorry about that, but that's the last Cloud Top's Kinstone on Mazal.
Oh wow! Okay. Still. Sorry.
Continue with the
Still
bet,
need to
sorry.
get the bet introduced. So, there's 9 checks in DHC, one of which has the Big Key. DH is the first in DHC, so we care about his number of checks before he finds the Big Key.
It's the order
Once
that
Snorri
TDH
gets
does
that
them.
bet going. There we go.
Wait, Sean hasn't done Deepwood yet.
Wait, what? Okay.
Time to get your last
So,
element.
do you also have that weird feeling that Henris is about to rush Palace?
I mean, it's your most check dense area left.
And it's also in his finance.
That too.
But yeah, I think Henris is going to ignore the fact that he found flippers and just go turn in those.
I mean, do you want to do scattered overall checks? You have to float all around and take a bunch of time to do,
No,
or just
it's
get a
absolutely
bunch
the
of
correct
checks
way.
in
Like,
Dallas?
you did full clear Fortress to find 2 Cloud of Skin stones. Once you have all of them, you're going to check what's behind them.
Okay, just ski. So, not in DHC.
Yeah, which also means it wasn't a 1 big key and we should have closed the bet. But... yeah, going to need to count for TDH for that bet.
Yep.
So Henry's about to pick up the last Cloud of Skinstone here.
Yep.
Just before then finding the flippers and getting the last element. Do you want it to be in Palace at this point? I guess you do, right?
If you're Hendrix, yes. You found them
Yeah.
all. If
Like-
you're everyone else, no. Because you don't have the last kinstone from Zal.
I meant you as a commentator, but yes.
Uh,
That is an
Yeah,
accurate representation of what the runners would want here. I mean, it would be nice, like 4 Sword and Bjork for all dungeons.
Ooh.
No?
There's someone I know who's been playing more and more Minish Cap and has had a tendency of rolling 4 Sword on unrequired Georg that, for his pain, it might be better it's not there.
It's fine. Who doesn't like having to do non-element Georg?
Practice your cloud tops.
Practicing Palace. Yes.
Palace, yes.
Full-clear Palace is always fun. Especially when it's non-element.
And I have a feeling it's probably just sitting somewhere in Palace or Wind Tribe and...
Oh, yeah, it's probably just Wind Tribe, but...
Or like early Palace, like
Yeah.
pre-pop push.
I don't know about early... Like... If it's in Paris, it's going to be later than that. That's what I'm feeling. But yeah, we will see. TDH following those flippers is now in Caster for 2 checks on hiking and 1 check on Skyblade.
All he has to follow is the flippers. Hendrix is the only one with all 5 pinstones, so the other runners are all left following the flippers.
Which Henrys is checking some flippers checks too.
That was a butterfly on Scarblade.
Oh. Mid's butterfly, right? I think that was
I thought they already
missing.
had the mitts.
Did they? Okay, then I guess it's the bow butterfly since there's one that's missing.
Yeah.
I know Luna went back to Caster.
Because I thought when Hendrix started using mitts the first time, he was already digging fat.
Okay, maybe.
Fast, so.
I don't know. Yeah, Henrys is missing the bow butterfly, so probably was that
Yep.
one. Okay, mid's butterfly was someone not Minish was.
Hendrix not following those kinstones yet.
Yeah, for someone whose finance are not rushing past. Are we going to see him rush Palace now?
Well, there's Zephyr.
No,
No,
this is,
Greyblade.
Group Scrub and Greyblade check. Henrys, just rush Palace! Like, actually, because Henrys gambled on Fulcring Fortress. Got the Kinstone on Mazal out of it. At that point, you got to just... Oh! This was the last Kinstone. Never mind!
Oh!
Of course
okay.
Henrys wasn't rushing
Right!
Palace.
Ignore us!
This was a Kinstone.
You need all 5!
I forgot, no, I thought they had gotten too early and all had them. No, there was
Yeah.
one there.
Yeah, right, there's Kinstone there. Now rush Palace.
Yes. Okay, that makes a lot more sense for why Henrys didn't rush Palace before. Meanwhile, TDH on another one of those crowd favorite checks is about to do hiking. How many points are we up to? There was one for having climbed the books, and one for required Lunonki, and one for a Kinstone on Mazal if that ends up being required, which we don't know yet. But it could very well be.
Yeah, you had to do vanilla flippers, chest, you had to do... all sorts of other things.
Oh yeah.
Well, we have
the
Flipper's checks left, or okay, we'll still have the lake checks once TDH is done with hiking.
Yes, there's Lake, there's Valley Falls, right? Both Split Blade and the upper Valley Falls.
Hendrix did the upper one. When
Did Hendrix do the
coming
upper
after-
one? Okay, so it's just Split Blade?
Yeah, just split blade.
We've seen South Harrowfield of Sting Trophy. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flippers were also just in Graveyard. And Luna is on those Lake Flippers checks, so... there's also underwater pots there.
Yep. So this is Hendrix's third trip up to Cloud Tops.
Yes, because he did decide to get rid of Dogfoot and Book the first time around, which I'm not sure if it was slow enough. Like, he did get Ocarina before having to go back, so at that point, it might not have lost some time to avoid that climb down. But yeah, the book did end up being required to get the red sword.
Out of Flipper's chest.
Yeah, don't you love it when you have to go to Flipper's chest without Flippers to get a red sword?
To later unlock Flippers to not have to go back.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but there was nothing in the other Flipper's chest in the sewers.
I mean, one sword was already blocked by Ascetic Instone, so why not the other?
I don't think we've seen underwater pot yet.
Nope.
And the blue sword was in Fortress, so... But yeah, most of the checks we have left are behind that tornado that Hendrix just activated.
Yep.
Well, there aren't a lot of Flipper's checks left anymore because we've seen a lot of them yet.
Yep.
Like, Underwater Pot and Southway Falls. For Split Blade, and I think that's it. If it's not there, then it's there in the Cloud of Kingstones. So, 2-man Wind Tribe. Man's Palace.
Hooray!
Don't you
Wind
love
Tribe.
non-element Palace? Not Wind Tribe.
Time for Palace.
Yeah, like, we think there's 2 other overworld checks and there's Palace. So it's probably Palace.
Yep.
So I think at this point Henris is the only one who hasn't opened DHC yet, is that right?
Quite possibly.
Like TDH was the first in there, and Luna has also done that, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, and Sean just did it.
Yeah, and Sean's in DHC right now, so obviously he has opened DHC. And TDH is now going back to Fortress to find those 2 kinstones, hopefully. Henry is going for the old strat, using the crows to time cane skip there. The new strat with the just like what Myth calls dream jump is just so nice.
Yep.
It does deserve that name. What you do is when you go up like into that room through the clouds, you just do a glide on the spot. Then you go down and you just go for a cane skip and it just works.
Yep. Yeah, before it was always, you know, you can have different ways of time, or you go off feel, and now it's just like, no, you just do the setup.
You just do this one. It always works. It doesn't rely on the enemies not being dead. It's really, really easy. It's a great timing. Like,
Yep.
why would you do anything else?
Oh, shards of droplets, so see underwater pot.
Wasn't Luna already there?
Was Luna already there? Okay.
Or TDH?
Oh, TDH did it. Okay.
Someone was there. Yeah. And I'm not sure if we've seen Flipblade yet, but it would mildly surprise me if TDH went back to Fortress without having done that. So, am I seeing this right? TDH still did not go for the right side key.
You would be correct. He went straight for the back.
Why would commentators ever be paying attention? That's not how this works. This is Minish Cap Rando. Comms don't pay attention in this.
Do comms pay attention to any of the randos?
I'm not sure. I think so. It's weird, but it's like I have so few checks that it's actually possible for commentators to, you know, notice all of them. But yeah, Henry's does have power, they all do, so those are marked on
Yeah,
spec.
power bracelets were,
Power bracelets were just in the Trippy Ruby Cave.
Yeah.
There's no way you skip them.
yeah, they were there.
Once you went and climbed the book to get the red sword, you know. Problem with getting trackers on comms is that as soon as you do that, they are comms, so they don't pay attention anymore.
Yeah.
I'm maybe speaking from experience. There's also the difference that trackers usually like keep track of one or two runners, while comms have to split their attention, which is the real reason why that happens. But
I mean, most of my attention at this point is on Hendris, because I'm assuming the sword's up here.
Turns out Hendris is probably the one ahead.
Yeah.
In the situation. It's now an Iron Hayden. Going to see what that has.
Light arrows.
That's light arrows. Great.
A very bow-locked
Absolutely
bow.
useless, but great. So, this is the one situation in which you big chest first. If you don't already have Orkies.
Yep.
When you're just looking for an item and don't need of this dungeon. In every other case, you just want well, okay, if you already have all the small keys, sure. Otherwise, you want to do fan loop first every time. Just because even if your thing ends up being on the big chest, you then need to check Fandom for a smoke.
Yeah, you only care about it if Palace is unrequired. If it's required, then you do fan loop first because it's less key locked and you have to search for fewer
Yeah,
of them.
unless you have all the smokies, in which case, sure. Can
Imagine
check.
having all the small keys that early.
It happens. Because if the big chest is required, it does require all smokies. So it's
Well, yes.
if you're looking for the big key, then you're in Go mode, that happens. So that's like the situation where you are in Go mode, you're just looking for the big key, you have all the smokies, then you can check the big chest first. The big key chest. Of course, if you then don't have all smokies, you're on 5 and you still need to check fan loop. Because at that point it's guaranteed to be a smoky. Unless you skip pot push, which is questionable.
So TDH is the second runner now to fight Mazal. Still has not done the right side key drop.
Yeah. I wonder when he's going to the right side key drop, because he has gone to the back, at least the left side, right?
Yeah, he did the entire back, I think.
He did the entire back, so let's
Yeah,
hope
Boss
he
Key was
remembers
on
that he
the-
hasn't done that yet.
Boss Q is on the Minish digging on the right side.
Okay.
So you can't have to go to the back to get some Mazal.
So yeah, let's hope that TDH remembers that he skipped the right side key drop. Because this is going to turn very confusing for him otherwise when he finds out one of his 2 remaining stones here. How much stuff is left in Palace? Still a good chunk of checks.
I mean, we're getting down there, so you got the 2 Wizrobe fights.
There's
You got the,
1 smoky left.
yes, 1 small key left.
Okay, there's the twin wizards, there's the fire wizards, there's the
One
like
with,
switch
oh, yeah, the switch.
chest, there's the bomb maze, there's the block maze, there's the detour, and there's the boss.
Yep. That'd be it. There's the last key.
So that was 5 checks and the boss.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the bot. Yeah.
Which it's 2 checks on the boss, so 4 more checks and
TGH now doing the right
oh
side
hey,
key
there's
drop.
the right side key drop for TGH. I mean, it's fine. You didn't need to do it before this point. You needed to do Mizala anyways.
Yep.
And like TDH knew that he was looking for. I guess no, TDH is looking for the sword. Didn't know he was looking for both kings.
Oh, Hendrix with the swag bow strat. Doing long range after doing YOLO jump.
3 more checks on the boss.
Yep. Wait, why are you activating Red Warp? Are you worried you're going to die to Georg?
It can happen. But yeah, there's no reason. Like nothing that Henris could find that could take him somewhere else here.
Yeah, he didn't activate the Ocarina point.
I guess
That's-
Henris doesn't have the Tingle Trophy yet. Would you dip out before Georg if you end up finding a Tingle Trophy in the block maze?
Mm,
If you like, that would
No.
be the one concern too. If you want to do that, you would want the red ball.
I mean,
Like
he
we
also
know the
didn't,
Tingle
he
Trophy
didn't
isn't here,
activate
but
the Ocarina
Henris
point, so
does
it'd
not.
take him so long to get back.
To check Tingle, you just have to go through the stairs in Windtribe twice, or once, or not even once. Like you'd save scum,
Hmm.
but
I'd rather just get Georg done with.
yeah. There is one more check, and then there's 2 on Georg. And if it's on the 2 on Georg, we have an AD seat. So, one more OS AD.
Henderson knows all about rolling AD seeds.
No, Henry's rolls terribly seats, but they aren't OS AD.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh, hey! Great seat.
I am so glad I'm not racing this. This seat is trash.
You think so?
Yes, I do think so. I think the seat is trash.
I mean, I agree, but... It's also great. Yeah, this is a Johnny seat. I don't know if he's around to maybe join us at some point here. Don't think so. At least I haven't seen him run in chat. Or
No, I haven't seen him in chat, so...
Yeah, here's where you're really glad to have done for Bjork.
Yep. Thanks, Stompe.
Down first this made Bjork so much easier. Especially if you don't have the Force Sword. I guess with all the spin upgrades that they have, it's not too bad, but down first is just so much nicer than without them. Like, not having to create clones here makes this so much faster and a lot easier to not get hit by the view goats, like balls.
Yep.
Whatever those are. And we got raided by Myth, who was doing 100% runs of this game earlier. Which apparently didn't go so well. Guessing. Hey Myth. You are in the process of seeing why this seed is an all-dungeon seed.
Is it on the element? No.
Yeah. Don't worry too much about it, at least you didn't play this.
There it is!
There was a Kinstone on Mazar. Let's go, Mod.
Yep. All dungeons required vanilla flippers chest. There's a vanilla route to the flipper's chest to get your red sword.
I mean, considering this seed started with boots and a bottle, should have kind of seen it coming that it would be weird, right? That is not the usual starter seed.
So Henders will be the first on restream to go through DHC. We'll see the big key first on his
still
stream,
using
but
TDH discount for
the bet is so for
Yes, that was a while
TEH.
ago.
So
Yeah, which at least TH is a good bit ahead of Sean and Luna for that.
yep.
But yeah, we did have a DHC big key bet way earlier when they found their last element on Royal Crypt, and then it's been a journey from then to getting the Force-It.
And we had the first forfeit from the race because of a power outage.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
At least it didn't happen during a 20 race.
Yeah.
Like, are you so sad that you don't have to finish this seat?
Now that I think about it, we really don't see too many forfeits in this randomizer. Where a different randomizer I play, you're concerned if half the entrants don't forfeit.
Yeah, I mean, how about you forfeit though?
I don't know. I don't. Unless like something like that where power goes out and you lose your save or
Like
things
this
like
was
that.
a terrible seat, and Henris is still like slow to finish at like sure, if you had like a bad like crash or power
Yeah.
or something like that, sure you forfeit. But other than those external factors, like
Exactly.
But yeah, Henry's not skipping the king. Let's see if that pays off. We do know there's a smoky in the basement, so
Yep. Another small key.
okay. So if it's vanilla, which is the single, like the most likely single check out of all of them, that's going to end up being required. Otherwise, could save some time by skipping it. Looks like Henry's going for sword spin in a single file strat here, which
Yep.
got there in the first try, so any strat that you can do in the first try is a good one, right?
Yeah. I mean, most of the strats are very close in time to each other. It's just a matter if you fail it, then you start losing time.
Yeah. That is kind of why I like the single slash strat. Even if you fail, there's a good chance that, like, if you're just a bit off in position, you probably didn't destroy your clones and can just try again. Depends on your timing. Like, it depends on how you fail it. But,
Yeah.
and it's just quite easy to get. A map on the throne. So going to see Henris making his way towards the red warp now. Meanwhile, Teenage and Palace, Luna is about to get there. Sean's yet to do Mazar. Also, apparently didn't open up the red warp earlier. So Henry's now past the tornado part. That makes the way to the red orb slow here. Like,
Yep.
that's the longest part of it.
Oh yeah.
Can get rid of these spawn chain guards quite quickly. Cape over them, do a great spin, you're going to kill them. Depending on whether you have set your quick out, you can set up so that you are standing in the red orb as it spawns there. Henry did set the quick orb, so didn't want to do that. Because that is a bit faster than using the red orb.
Yep.
Like, if you have already set the quick orb.
I've tested out. I think it's quicker to set the quick warp like normal, just because taking that portal takes so long.
Okay. Yeah.
I never
that
officially
sounds about
time it.
right.
I never like timed anything, but it just feels faster to do it with the quick warp, because even after you take the portal, you still have to walk outside to set your quick
Yeah,
warp.
it would only save a tiny bit of walking, which is probably not faster. Like, quick warping is fast. It's kind of in the name, I know, but
And even if it's like similar time, it just feels better to be moving rather than like sitting through the entire red warp cutscene.
another small key on the clone's chest there, so do need to get the blue orb activated. Let's see how many,
Yep.
like, if it's in a tower or if it's vanilla.
Well, up to 2 small keys, so there are 2
Yes,
in
so there's the
powers.
compass and the random item left.
Yep.
For what could be in the big key chest. And then 2 small keys. So,
Sean now has all his kinstones to go to Palace.
whereas Luna's just past Cane Skip and the Dark Horse is coming up on the red wall. So there's the blue orb for Andres. Is starting with Northwest Tower. He's with the Darkness quite nicely there. That's imprint against the wall. And then, yeah, this room is... Does Andres have the bow butterfly? I think he does, right?
No, I don't think he does.
Does he not? Yeah, where was it again? That was Scarblade, or... Henry might not have come back
Yes.
there. Yeah, Henry,
think
I
that
don't
was
think Henry
Scarblade.
came back there, actually.
No, he never had a reason to. But you have boots, so if you've practiced boot canceling, it's not terrible.
Yeah, even if you don't. It's... So, a small key in that tower.
Going for northeast.
And now is when Henry is doing a probably unique route and not following that up with the southeast tower, is doing northeast instead. Because Henry's rolled a bunch of seeds when changed this biggie thing that he had a surprisingly low amount of biggies in the south towers.
The reason I like going south first is if you can find the last key before going for your last northern tower, whichever one you choose to skip, you can then get the boss key without having to take the blue orb a third time.
Yeah,
For a second
that's
time.
a good reason. It's also southeast is just faster than any other tower.
Or there's a key there. Okay. So,
So both the north towers had keys. Both the south towers had things that could have been in the big chest.
okay, TDH onto Georg.
It's not vanilla, the random item is in the big chest, which was a red rupee this time.
So one of the southern towers.
Yeah, now Henry is going to the southeast tower. It's missing, what was it, the map or the compass and...
Compass.
Compass and big key. So, one of those is here, the other one is in southwest tower.
Southeast.
All right.
Body time.
Yeah, just a Vati fight to go for Hendrist, which should not pose too big of an issue. Like, what? I have all spin scrolls and like pretty much everything else you would need.
Looks like the only scroll he's missing is roll attack, so...
We saw roll attack. That was...
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've seen every check in the game, so...
Well, yes, but I, like... Let's roll it. I don't remember where it was. I know that I noted, noted seeing that when...
Yeah, same.
It was one of those flipper lock checks, right? Anyway, it's not really important.
Nope.
If you have great spin, you don't care about check. Vati. If you don't have great spin, then there's roll attack strat for Vati 1 to get the 3 cycles still. That's pretty tight, so...
Yeah, it also...
Wait, you're happy to have great spin instead.
Yeah. You can do it because, was it, roll attack and a couple slashes, but that requires lining a roll attack on Vati. Which is much easier said than done. Okay, TDH now going into castle, so now this is where the bet's based off of.
Yes, so we'll see how many checks TDH does before getting to the big key in the southeastern tower, which he has done 1 in the basement so far.
Yep.
Minish North hopes... Oh, Minish... the Minish Woods Flippers Cave from Lake, right?
I was going to think that was the far north hole in Lake Hylia.
No, that would be Lake Minish North Hole or something. Minish is the prefix for Minish Woods in that case. Like, Minish doesn't mean that it's a Minish check, even though it is. It means it's a Minish Woods check.
Okay. I should trust you since you know more about the swirl log than I do, but I do know that it's supposed to get scrapped and redone because it's so bad.
The names are terrible, and we will get new ones with new logic.
I think Body just
we need to rewrite the spoiler log names, we need to reorder how the spoiler... stuff like that. All of that will happen with new logic. Just because...
And there's Vati for Hendris.
Well, Vati 2.
For Vati 2, yep. And Sean forfeited from the race. Just has had enough of this bullshit.
Fair. Is he going to join us in here for an interview? Apparently Sean's not joining us for an interview.
Yeah.
So. GG's to them, even though they didn't finish, they got quite far in this stage, which is terrible, so...
Yeah.
Not surprised that at some point they were just done with it.
Yep.
Really? Did you keep track of what TDH was doing in DHC?
He just activated the red warp, so
Yeah, I guess he just did the map from Throne.
yeah. So it took a while
So,
to do that whole
Two
loop.
checks so far, and then let's see what he does before going further to the blue warp.
Yeah, this is pretty common route.
Meanwhile, Henry's on Vati.
Oh, he's gonna miss the YOLO jump.
Oh. Okay, now Henry is using remote rooms. And hey, Sean in chat. And there's Henry's finishing. In
It
first
looks like
place
he'll
overall
join us in
and
a
on
bit.
Restream.
Yep.
Probably going to join us in here for an interview. Don't know for sure, but
He said he would, just needs a little bit of time, which, after a sloggy like that,
yeah, the seed was pretty
use the
terrible.
bathroom, grab a snack or water, whatever you need to do. It's completely understandable to need a
Oh, yeah.
minute before joining.
Okay, TDH is going to do the king here before going for the back checks, which in DHC, which makes sense.
Yep.
It's a good time to do this and
So this will be number 4.
this will be number 4, and then there's probably one of the North House is going to be number 5, and then I expect Southeast to become number 6, but who knows?
Yeah. No guarantees, but if you're bet 6,
If you're not
you're
Henry's
looking pretty
and
good.
biased against South Towers, you're probably gonna do Southeast as your second tower in most situations. Speaking of Henry's,
GG's.
GG.
so, great seed, right?
Always rush Palace. Always rush Palace.
Well, yeah, once you've done Mazar after already getting a sword from to get a Cloudtop Skin Stone, yes, you're going to rush Palace.
Yeah. At least I managed to get the final CT Kinstone off the scrub pretty quickly.
Yeah, we forgot that was there and thought you already had off. We're screaming at you to rush Palace. And it's like,
No,
oh,
it's
right,
like-
there's a Kinstone there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I should check the shield checks. And yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing you also had Grey Blade left there,
Great
so that was
Blades.
just a dense location.
Yeah.
Grey
Yeah,
Blade
exactly.
next to
yeah.
Scrap.
I had Grey Red left. I actually had quite a lot left. I barely touched Caster.
But it didn't have any.
Yeah.
It had a bow butterfly, but who cares about that?
Exactly. I've got the boots, I don't need them.
You have the other bow butterfly,
The other one? Oh, yeah.
the
Sure.
boots.
Which was very early.
Yeah. Yeah, the boots are
Like-
nice. I had a few problems in the beginning though. I think either my
Well,
L
you
button
say
broke.
know. I mean,
No, my only problem was that my controller. I
Oh.
feel like the L button wasn't really there, and then I kind of hit that L button with, the with the knuckles, and then it worked. So that was cool.
okay. No, but you made the play into Fountain quite early.
Yeah, it's like
What made you do that?
After finding the grip ring and having all of Cranel, you're just like, nah, fountain.
Yeah, it's like if I don't do it now, I'll regret it later.
It turned out to be a great play.
Yeah.
What made you scum away dog food and the book though? Like, was it just too
I don't know,
unlikely to find anything to be behind that, or?
Kinda. Well, first of all, that, and then it's like, hang on, I shouldn't have done that.
Aha! Like, we were talking about it. Like, if it was just the book, sure, you're
Then-
guaranteed to have the ocarina because for it
Yeah.
relevant. But with the dog food, we were scared for a while.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
it turns out, hey, Cape and ocarina were just behind the donkey.
Yeah.
Yes, TDH does have Din's charm. He grabbed that really early in the seed.
Yeah, he grabbed it in before doing Simon.
Yeah, I
So-
think he had it before Red Sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Red Sword was awful.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, where was that? Was it? Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah.
In the vanilla flippers chest.
Yes, that is a ban point actually. Sorry, it's a meme point. Sorry.
Yes, but are you also going to ban Johnny for this seed?
I don't think so. No, it was great fun. I really enjoyed it.
It was the AD seed. How do you know? Okay, sorry.
Because
wasn't-
that's what
it
Hedris
wasn't-
rolls.
It wasn't AD though.
Yes, it was.
Kinstone and Mazal and Sword and Dog.
Kinstone on
it was
Mazal.
AD. Oh
Or
right.
Georg.
It was an AD seed.
What are you talking about? This is very AD.
Yeah. Okay.
It's hard to get much more AD.
Yeah. It's still a no though. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
And just like I took first, it's fine.
Yeah. It was fun. So why did Sean FF? Was he in Palace?
Yeah, he was
yes.
on, I think, the rupee path. He just had enough of the seed.
Poor Sean. He fucking sucks so much. It's
I mean, Myth, 2 hours ago, they were still looking for the red sword,
Yeah.
which turned out to be in Vanilla Flipper. So yes, the seed was bad at that point.
And you're like, oh, maybe it's not that bad. You only need 3 swords and nut/flippers for go mode. Well, it turns out all the swords were in the worst locations imaginable.
Yeah. Did we actually have a no? That wasn't a requirement, was it?
Nope, there's nothing in Deepwood.
No. Deepwood was pretty much barren.
No, there was just the card of Candy.
Yeah.
There was a required London key.
Oh yeah.
The only dungeons that had items of importance were the unrequired ones and Graveyard.
Yeah.
Well, Graveyard isn't a dungeon. It was the check leading
Well.
up to a crypt that had items, so...
I usually just clump those together because,
Well,
It's like-
sure, but it's like...
yeah. Technically
None of
different.
the required dungeons had anything of importance.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't know where one of the closest can was. But
Today I learned that if you bomb yourself off that moving platform in DHC, with good time you can still make it to the platform.
oh yeah, you did jump onto that. Yeah, it was number 6. Sorry. Do you see that?
I didn't know that I can do that. I was just, yeah,
Yeah.
trying
Why
to save.
wouldn't you be able to do that if you can do cane skip? Like,
I don't know. It never
Sure.
really, no, it never really
Never came up,
popped
yeah.
Yeah, it never came up. But yeah, that was definitely a fun seed. Yeah, I didn't do Cuckoos. I was thinking about going back to Fountain for the flippers check, but it was like, I really don't want to go back there again.
I think everyone else when they went there had the cape,
Oh,
so they were able to
yeah.
do it.
yeah. Are we raising the punishment seed for the right weekly? No, that's, I don't know what the variety is going to be yet. Probably not that, though. I might make it a mystery seed. I don't know. We'll see.
Make it a blindfold seat.
I don't think that works.
No, I don't think it works.
Although
It'd be
blindfold
funny, though.
co-op would be fun.
Blindfold co-op.
See?
Like one person can watch and the other person plays.
Yeah.
Glitches allowed or legacy were options.
Right, I was thinking about doing glitches about. And yeah. That's probably one that we should do at some point.
And
GG's
GG's
another
to
course.
Dark Horse finishing in second 244.26.
This one's blindfold 80% run. Oof.
Sure.
Good luck. Well, we know that Myth has his channel points goal reached. That was blindfold.
Yeah, Myth does have to do a blindfold up to Earth Ever.
Yeah. 3-person co-op, 3 evils, make one perfect so to see one empty and I have to speak. Oh, that'd be terrible though.
Yes. Apparently TDH will also be joining us in the interview, so...
Fantastic.
What else was in the seat though? Like...
I know what wasn't there. Wall attack for me.
roll attack. The Minish with Flipper's Cave on leg.
Ah, okay. Yeah. It's like, hang on, I don't have that, and I kept forgetting that I don't have it.
I mean, you didn't really need it.
Yeah, but it's nice to have. Especially if you're like me and you like fighting Vati 3 with wall attack and the Darknuts with wall attack, you know. It just feels great when the Darknuts dash and you just follow that up with the wall attack and you just delete them.
Yeah, but if you get him pinned against the wall, not having roll attack doesn't matter. Like, you can still just slash them to death.
Yeah, but wall attack is more fancy.
Sure. But yeah, we saw pretty much everything else of the scene. Like, we also did see the roll attack on stream, like someone.
Yeah.
So.
We'll just kill them about... Exactly. And I want to save those frames. Yeah. Basically, when I picked up the blue sword, I was like, okay. Either it's going to lock behind blue sword, or it's, you know, somewhere locked down the flippers, because that's always going to be an option. Because I didn't have it back then. Ooh. And I got them. Then they were in Palace. I triple-dipped Cloud Ops more or less. Ugh.
Yes, because you scummed away the
Yeah.
I'm not sure that lost time, because you went back there with Ocarina, so you didn't have to climb the wall twice.
Yeah. The only thing it did was it mildly annoyed me. Just because I was like, hang on, I could have gotten that. Hang on, I could have gotten that. And then I got the London key, I was like, I should have gotten that. And then it turned out that Fifi had like 5 bombs. He's bad, man.
Yep.
Yeah, there were a few things that were just fun. Like, nothing on Blind Dog Food, nothing in Hermit Cave.
Yeah. Hermit Cave would have been amazing.
That would have been amazing for you. Just
Not for
based on the
Hollow.
route of finding the meds before going up
Yeah.
the hill.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was pretty nice with the vanilla flippers.
Oh, yeah. Even though Flipper's Cave was basically just, you know, it was that dining, you know, it's like a carrot on a stick in front of you. I never thought I'd actually have that. Like, something in that cave.
I mean, it's happened before.
But not when I raced.
Well, now it happened when you raced.
Fair point.
Luna now in 3 small keys in each scene, not sure which toss he is missing.
I believe he did northwest, so I think it's northeast, but I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so just going to do the southeast road. Probably check number 6 here, if it's a normal type of road. And I can risk.
Come on. Wasn't that bad. You just had to rush.
I mean, I know why you do it, but it's still not a good play to put up south.
Yeah.
Like, if you roll the seed, maybe. If anyone else does it, just do the south.
Yeah. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah. Worked out fine.
Yeah.
And we're now joined by TDA.
Hello.
GG's.
We're still muted, but GG's.
GG's.
So how did you enjoy this great seed?
I didn't. Oh.
Fair. I'm guessing that's a ban for Johnny then.
Oh yeah. I did enjoy one part. The red sword. That was great.
Yeah, the red sword was nice show of things to come.
Yeah, I was looking at the tracker. It's like, oh, they only need 3 swords and not DHC, Deepwood access. How bad could it be? Turns out very, very bad. Very, very bad.
Yeah. All dungeons kind of bad.
You say you needed 3 swords. Well, do you really need those?
Well, you need them, but you don't need them now.
Can you get those after you've done all of the... Like, why would you leave checks behind? It seems...
Yeah. I was
Not
pretty
Hundo
slow,
in his
actually.
deed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Henris was also the only one who didn't leave Fortress after the sword without...
Really?
Yep, both kings, like, without doing this out.
Ew.
Which...
Why would you
Why
fail on
did
the
you
fourth
skip the right side key drop to the edge, and then went and did the left side?
I skipped that chest a lot, or that key drop. I've made a habit of it. It's not very good. And it didn't really matter here, because I wount have done Mazal either way.
Yeah, because
but-
you would have, like, if you had done it,
Yeah.
then you would have still needed to Mazal. But it was like, okay, he's skipping that, so he's just doing fast. Okay, he's going left side. He's just
We
getting.
must
the
play
loop.
key drop. Everybody's not doing fast stuff.
He's doing left side key drop. Okay, this makes no sense anymore. Like, if you had done, like, just the rubies on left side or something, and, like, okay, it would have been a play to just do the fast stuff. And I could have seen that. Skipping the right side key drop to then stick around for the left side key drop made less sense to me. But like I said, it didn't really matter. But yeah, just other thoughts on the siege? Like, I'm guessing you didn't enjoy the four sword?
Oh,
And the orc,
Your card container.
I mean,
No.
that
the
At that
part that
point-
made the seed all dungeons.
pretty much had to be on Coyote.
yeah.
Oh yeah, at the like, we were counting down the checks because that it could have been when Henris got there before it was guaranteed to be all dungeons. And like, we had seen everything else.
Yeah, so as soon as I saw that four sword, I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Had 2 checks left in the overworld that I just missed. I had the Northern Skyfish and the Swordsman in Vale Falls.
Yeah, I did a few less things.
We skipped a few flippers checks.
Yeah,
since we
right.
cleared
Yeah.
Fortress the first
Yeah.
time through.
Yeah, it's like, do I do four?
You skipped your Tingle trophy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like kind of, do I bail out of fortress and commit like the cardinal sin? Because
But you got a sword out of fortress.
yeah, but bailing fortress after the blue sword, that was like really appealing to me. But it's like, no, I don't want to do that. It's never bail fortress. I did, yeah, I wanted to, but I didn't end up bailing fortress. If that makes sense.
I mean, it was appealing to me. I left with this thought.
Yeah, it made sense at the time.
I mean, you had blue sword, you could get your elements.
Like, I don't blame any of, like, we had 3 runners baiting out of fortress. It made sense at the time. The seat could have been a lot nicer still at that point.
It was nice to me. Never bail fortress, always rush palace. That's how it works.
Skip Percy.
I didn't skip Percy.
I know, you should have.
No, I don't. I'm nice to him. I don't skip him. He's important as well.
And he freezes you in exchange. Great.
Speaking of freezing, was it the only one who got so many ice traps? Like every second trap
There's
was
a
like
lot
an
of-
ice trap.
Nice.
It was just ice after ice after ice.
Yep.
Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, but it was a bit unusual, I suppose, at least for me. It's like, hang on, I don't get... Usually I get jinxed off, not frozen.
Yeah. Braxton, I would also wager a guess that you didn't go back to the school garden checks behind the force sword. But yeah, there's Luna also
yeah.
finishing word.
GG.
Should be joining us for an interview as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there could have been something there. We never found magical boomerang.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we saw both boomerangs, actually.
Oh, did we?
Wasn't the second one on the temple, on the palace rupees?
There was one. There was
Yeah.
one at the Independence. I only got that one.
Okay.
I think we had someone had another one.
I had a magical boomerang. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, there we go.
Hello.
GG's, Luna.
Yeah. Before I go any further, I will say that's a ban.
Well, that means
Poor Johnny.
more than 50% of runners than Johnny for this.
Poor Johnny.
Which is not really surprising. Turns out the seed was pretty terrible.
Yeah, I think that was... I counted at least 3 meme points there.
There was a required London key, required
Okay, so that's
climbing
4.
books,
That's why I'm
and
forgetting.
all dungeon bridges too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
that's
think
4.
That's it. Yeah.
And we would... No, there was at least a spin scroll in droplets, and health was an element, and... I think that was it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I doubled at Fortress, and when I originally went to Fortress, I'm like, I am going to full clear Fortress. And then I got the blue sword and the 1 Kinstone, and I'm like, okay, time to leave. But I went in with the full intention of full clearing it if I wasn't in go mode, and I changed my mind, and it cost me.
Yeah, it turns out Mazal Hedekins was on dungeons.
Yeah. It's always when I go against my plan that it costs me. That probably cost me 3rd place.
Ooh. Holy
Yeah, don't change your mind in this game.
Yeah.
If you're doing something stupid, commit to it. It's probably work.
Well, not this time,
No.
like a charm.
If you're doing something stupid, commit to that something stupid, and then don't change your mind to do something else stupid. If you're already doing something stupid, don't change the stupid thing you're doing. So, but yeah, how did everybody else do this?
Well, Hendris went through it quite fine. Like, doing Fountain just after Gripping before going to Krenel and finding like moments from there before going Krenel. And full clearing Fortress on the first step.
Yeah. I tripled Cloud Ups though, which was a bit.
Yeah.
I
Second
could've
and third
double
step were with
yeah.
the other one.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I felt like I could have just done so much better. I'm kind of happy with how I routed. I didn't last location anything until the Kinstone Amazal, so I can't really complain. Because if I had just followed my plan, I wouldn't have last locationed anything, and that would have been so much better.
And there's Sparks in 5th as the last runner to finish. So everyone finishes sub 3.
Hooray!
Woohoo! That's
Where was this one when he forfeited?
He just
Myth
opened
said
Palace.
was Opening Palace
Opening
when he
Palace.
got a power outage.
I think I was in Palace.
You were already in Palace, so you were
Yeah.
ahead.
You were in Palace
Ooh,
when we...
nice.
I don't know if Nesman...
I feel like I was somewhere in the second half of Palace. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were comfortably in the lead.
I think I was just starting Palace.
Yeah, no, you were in DHC.
Oh really?
Yeah, so you had a clear lead, Hendris. I think TDH, you were close with Nesman. I don't know exactly where he's at since he wasn't in restream, but you
Yeah,
might
I
have had
don't know
an
when
edge,
Nesman
but
was,
pretty
but-
close.
yeah. I know that. I just know that I did my thing that I always do, which is if I'm looking for a 4-sword, if I'm not in go mode and I have DHC actress, I just rush DHC.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense. Like, it's a fast check.
I mean, it's 20 seconds that could save you 30 minutes.
Yeah, if you look at
pretty much.
I mean, it's not even that it would really cost you any time. You could have ended up skipping King entirely this seed and
Yeah.
it would have worked.
But no, I mean, well, the time that it costs you is running back up to DHC from town.
Sure, you have boots. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's why I said like 10 to 20 seconds, not a lot of time.
not at all.
But yeah, I mean, I guess on a seed like this, on an all dungeon seed, everybody finishing under 3 hours is an accomplishment.
Yeah!
It was
No,
a nice 80.
it was a good crowd for
Yeah.
the Breaky. So,
Yeah.
GG's to all of you for finishing this. in
Yeah,
the time.
GG's.
I think that's it from us at that point.
I think so. I guess you're still trying to decide what the variety seed
Yeah.
race will be. That's in 2 weeks.
That is going to be in 2 weeks on
So the
15th.
15th, yes. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, iBot and Goldfish for doing commentary, and thank you, Dinpank, Tomoltach, and Nimbus for tracking today. Always appreciate it. We definitely needed 4 trackers today, 1 for each person, because it was a little chaotic with where everything
And
was.
thanks for Nori for being the 4th tracker as well as restreaming.
Thanks. I love my volunteers. So I guess we're ready to throw this seed into the dumpster. And I guess,
wipe it
yep, okay. So thanks everyone for joining us. I think I'm gonna send you over to ZSR2 where they're doing a Skyward Sword like bingo restream. Should be a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll see you again next weekend, unless people. Well, we won't let Johnny roll for the next one, but if you do want to
Aw.
roll, and we won't let you either, Hendris.
Aww.
So we'll have to figure out who's rolling for next week. But again, thanks everyone for
I
joining
mean,
us.
I can already tell you I can't run next week, so I'm always open to roll.
Oh, okay, that
We'll
would
figure
work.
it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll figure it
will.
out.
Okay. Thanks everyone, and hope to see you again. And we do have more tournament matches that hopefully should be coming within starting
Yeah, they
within
are
this-
going to be scheduled.
sometime this
Yeah,
week,
we'll
hopefully.
start scheduling those.
Once we get told to start scheduling, then we can.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, hopefully we should get something in this week. So thanks everyone, and we hope to see you soon. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.